Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into a classic from gaming history, The Lost Vikings, a 1993 puzzle platformer originally released for the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and later for other systems. Developed by Silicon Synapse, the company that would become Blizzard Entertainment, The Lost Vikings is not only fun, it's iconic in how it blended strategy, puzzle solving, and character-based gameplay in a way few games had before. At its core, The Lost Vikings stars three mismatched heroes: Eric the Swift, Baliog the Fierce, and Olaf the Stout, who are kidnapped by an alien named Tomater and scattered across time and space. Your job, as the player, is to guide them through levels filled with hazards, puzzles, and enemies, using each Viking's unique skills to survive and reunite. Now let's talk about those skills. Eric the Swift can run fast and jump high, making him the ideal scout and platform jumper. Baliog is the fighter, equipped with a sword and a bow. He's your offense and ranged support. Then there's Olaf, who can block with his shield and use it as a parachute for slow descents. Alone, each Viking is limited, but together they form a perfect team. Eric gets you across gaps, Baliog defeats foes, and Olaf protects against danger. This emphasis on teamwork and character synergy is where The Lost Vikings really shines. Every level feels like a tiny puzzle you must solve by switching between characters. It's not just about reflexes or speed, it's about planning, collaboration, and creativity. For example, Eric might need to sprint across a spike-filled floor while Baliog shoots levers to open doors, and Olaf stands guard to shield his friends. These moments make the game feel almost like a cooperative experience, but you're playing solo, controlling all three. The controls are straightforward but precise. Switching between Vikings with a button press is seamless, which is critical because many challenges require quick thinking and quick toggling. While some early levels ease you in, the game quickly ramps up in difficulty, and later stages demand clever solutions and careful timing. Visually, The Lost Vikings was charming for its time. The colorful sprites and whimsical animations gave each Viking personality. Eric's frantic running, Baliog's confident sword swings, and Olaf's clumsy shield flops all added humor and character to the adventure. The level design itself was varied too, from prehistoric jungles and medieval castles to futuristic space stations, keeping each world fresh and engaging. The audio deserves praise as well. Catchy music and satisfying sound effects helped bring this world to life. Whether you were defeating enemies or solving puzzles, the audio cues enhanced every moment. Even today, the soundtrack holds up as a reminder of how creative early game composers were within technical limits. So what makes The Lost Vikings memorable after all these years? First, its intelligent puzzle design. These weren't random obstacles, each challenge required thought, experimentation, and understanding how characters complement one another. Players had to learn not just what to do, but who needed to do it. Second, the pacing was excellent. Levels were long enough to feel substantial but short enough to encourage replay when you failed, and you would fail sometimes. The Lost Vikings wasn't easy, and that's part of the fun. Critically, the game was praised upon release and has since become a cult favorite. It spawned sequels and inspired many cooperative puzzle games that followed. Its influence can be seen in modern titles that emphasize character abilities and teamwork, especially in puzzle or tactical genres. Of course, no game is perfect. Some players might find the difficulty spikes frustrating, especially without a guide. And while the humor and cartoony style were strengths, players looking for deep narrative or complex character development might feel the story is light. But it's important to remember the era it came from. The Lost Vikings wasn't trying to be a blockbuster story title. It was designed to be clever and fun, and it succeeded admirably. In closing, The Lost Vikings is a piece of gaming history worth revisiting. Its creative puzzles, memorable characters, and inventive level design make it more than nostalgia, it's timeless. If you're a fan of strategy, platforming, or cooperative gameplay, this classic still delivers challenges and smiles nearly 3 decades after its release. Thanks for listening to this review of The Lost Vikings. Be sure to try the game yourself, or share it with friends who love old-school gaming. Until next time, happy gaming.